What's going on YouTube? It's X-Man 1991. I am back with another video. I hope you guys had an incredible weekend. My weekend was the shit. Last weekend was my anniversary weekend of me working at my job. 12 fucking years. October 3rd, 2009 was the day I got hired to start working at my job. But 3 years on the same day, my auntie passed away 9 years ago. But I had a great weekend celebrating my anniversary weekend of me working at my job. I definitely had a good time. Anyway, today's video rant is sponsorship by, as usual, Bang, Potent Brain and Body Fuel. Today's flavors, the Star Blast and the Purple Haze. I'm gonna go and take a sip of the Purple Haze to keep my anger in check. Now, before I do a recap of the games I'm about to do a recap on, you guys know that the NBA is back. The NBA is back, ladies and gentlemen. I know y'all waited so long for the NBA to come back. Yes, I am ready for the Rockets, the Lakers, and the Heat to get back on that basketball court. The Rockets have 4 preseason games before their opening season on October 20th. Tomorrow night through next Friday. The Rockets got 2 preseason games at the crib and 2 on the road. Tomorrow night taking on the Wizards. Thursday taking on the Heat. Next Monday against the Raptors. And next Friday against the Spurs. Before their opening season 2 weeks from Tuesday against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And their homecoming game October 22nd taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. As for the Lakers, they have 6 preseason games from yesterday until next Thursday. They lost their first preseason game against the Brooklyn Nets 123-97. Their next preseason game is this Wednesday against the Phoenix Suns, Friday against the Warriors, Sunday taking on the Suns, next Tuesday taking on the Warriors, next Thursday against the Kings before their opening season, or should I say homecoming game, October 19th taking on the Golden State Warriors. They have 3 games at the crib between October 19th and October 24th. Then their first road trip game is on October 26th against the San Antonio Spurs. The Heat has 6 preseason games as well. Tonight, taking on the Hawks. Thursday against the Rockets. Friday against the Spurs. Next Monday, taking on the Hornets. Next Thursday against the Hawks. And next Friday, taking on the Celtics. Before their homecoming game, October 21st, taking on Giannis and the defending champs, the Milwaukee Bucks. Congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis for winning the 2021 NBA championship. This was the first time in 50 years that the Bucks have won a championship since 1971. And the Heat's first road trip game is October 23rd against the Indiana Pacers. So now, I'm not going to do a recap of the preseason games. I'm going to wait till the opening season. I'm going to wait till the opening season to do a recap of these games. But I can't wait to do a recap of them. I can't wait. Hopefully the Rockets will get their shit together this NBA season, because last NBA season they was pretty much struggling with and without James Harden. But anyway, we're about to do a recap of the last 3 games of the regular baseball season between the Oakland Athletics and the Houston Astros. Let's get right into it. Then we got to do a recap of another game. Now I'm going to have to do it in my closet in the dark, because I do not want to see my face when I do a recap of that game. But first, we're doing a recap of the last 3 games of the regular baseball season between the Athletics and the Astros. Starting on Friday, October 1st. Astros score 1 in the bottom of the first. Neither teams didn't score shit in the second inning. Athletics scored 1 in the top of the third and top of the fourth. Neither teams didn't score shit in the fifth inning. Athletics scored 2 in the top of the sixth, and the Astros scored 1 in the bottom of the sixth. Neither teams didn't score shit in the seventh inning. Both teams scored 4 in the eighth inning. And neither teams didn't score shit in the ninth inning. Final score: Oakland Athletics 8, Houston Astros 6. The Athletics were 86 and 74, and the Astros fell 93 to 67. Damn, I don't like the way my hair looks. I definitely need a haircut. It's alright, I got my hat on, because we're about to do a recap of Saturday's game. Athletics scored 2 in the top of the first, and the Astros scored 3 in the bottom of the first. Astros scored 2 in the bottom of the second. Astros scored 1 in the bottom of the third. Neither teams didn't score shit in the fourth inning. Athletics scored 1 in the top of the fifth inning. Astros scored 2 in the bottom of the sixth and seventh inning. Athletics scored 1 in the top of the eighth inning. And neither teams didn't score shit in the ninth inning. Final score: Houston Astros 10, Oakland Athletics 4. The Astros were 94 and 67, and the Athletics fell 86 to 75. Now here's a recap of yesterday's game, the last game of the regular season. Neither teams didn't score shit in the first inning. Both teams scored 1 in the second and third inning. Neither teams didn't score shit in the fourth inning. Athletics scored 1 in the top of the fifth. Astros scored 2 in the bottom of the sixth. The Astros scored 1 in the bottom of the seventh, eighth, and ninth inning. In the ninth inning, the Athletics scored 3 in the top of the ninth inning. But in the bottom of the ninth inning, thanks to Yuli Gurriel, Jason Castro ran to home base, and the Astros took the victory 7-6. The Astros ends their regular season with 95 and 67, and the Athletics ends their regular season with 86 and 76. And the Astros will be going to the playoffs this Thursday. Thursday and Friday, they'll take on the White Sox at the Minute Maid Park here in Houston. Then Sunday, next Monday, and next Wednesday. No, the first 2 games are at the Minute Maid at the crib. The next 2 games are on the road. And the last game, if necessary, is at the crib. Astros barely dodged the bullet of losing yesterday. They kept on fighting and they never gave up. If it wasn't for Yuli Gurriel hitting that ball, and if it wasn't for Jason Castro running to home base, the Astros would have never won yesterday. Or they would have took the game to overtime. But I'm glad the Astros kept on fighting and they never gave up. Same thing on Saturday. They were down big. They were down against the Athletics, but then they made a comeback at the end. So the Astros has won 95 games in the regular season. I was hoping they would go up to 100, but instead they won 95 games. But that's cool. So congratulations, Astros. Enjoy your 3 days off and get yourselves ready for Thursday as y'all go into the playoffs. The first round, they're going up against the Chicago White Sox, the team that they swept during my birthday/Father's Day weekend, June 17th to June 20th. Wow. Amazing. But anyway, now that we got that out the way, that's going to wrap up my thoughts. That's going to wrap up my thoughts about the last 3 games of the regular baseball season between the Oakland Athletics and the Houston Astros. I'll be right back. We're about to do a recap of another game, so give me a second. All right, everybody. I told y'all that I was going to do this part in my closet in the dark. This is not my first time doing a video in the dark. First time I did a rant in the dark was 2 years ago, where I complained about Brock Lesnar holding the WWE Universal Championship hostage. Now, 2 years later, I'm doing another rant in the dark about... You're going to find out what I'm going to talk about in a minute. But first, as my man Spitz389 would say, what's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sports topic. And today, we're going to talk some football. Houston Texans football. We're going to do a recap of yesterday's embarrassing game between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. But we got to get our special guest here to join us. He going to notice that I'm doing this in the dark. I know today's his mama's birthday, but we got to get him to join us. We got to get him to join us. All right. I'm doing this in the dark just like you did yesterday, bro. So we might as well just get into it. This is a recap of yesterday's embarrassing game between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. I really don't have to look up the score on my laptop because I know the score by heart. So let's get right into it. The Texans got crushed, not just in the first or second half, but they got crushed this entire game. They didn't score shit in the first quarter while they gave up 7 points. Then they gave up 9 touchdowns in the second quarter while they didn't score shit.
Actually, it's field goals.
Or field goals in the second quarter while they didn't score shit. So at halftime, Bills 16, Texans zip. Texans gave up a field goal in the third quarter. After the third quarter, Bills 19, Texans zip. Texans gave up 21 touchdowns. They didn't score shit in the fourth quarter. Final score, Buffalo Bills 40, Houston Texans 0. They are now 1-3. They've lost 3 in a row. Oh my goodness. Let me see. So they're 1-1 at the crib and 0-2 on the road. Oh my goodness. My 2 cents on this is I had to turn this shit off after the third quarter because I didn't want to see the Texans get humiliated in Buffalo, New York. So I had to turn to AT&T Sportsnet to watch the Astros beat the Oakland Athletics in the last game of the regular season, which I just got through ranting about. You guys had a week to work hard and try to beat the Bills yesterday, and you failed. I don't know what else to say. So, Mikey, go ahead and get your 2 cents so we can wrap this up, man.
Once again, Texans playing their second game without the presence of Tyrod Taylor. But here's the good news. Tyrod Taylor is expected to return in a couple of weeks. On the 17th against the Colts in Indy, that's his return. But if he doesn't play, they'll go to Glendale, take on 2 former Texans. DeAndre Hopkins and J.J. Watt on the 24th against the Arizona Cardinals. Hopefully, Tyrod Taylor will return. But this coming Sunday, whether I'm going to the game or not, this is David Mills' one more shot at getting his first win before Tyrod Taylor returns. Tyrod Taylor was doing good until he got hurt, and that was a big blow. And the Texans decided to go with their third-string rookie, Davis Mills, who just couldn't take care of the football because the Texans abandoned him.
Wow.
And once again, still playing without the presence of Mr. Deshaun Watson, who is still facing 22 sorry-ass...
sexual assault allegations.
Oh, my God. He may not... We hope... He may not play football. I mean, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you. He is not like Robert Sylvester Kelly.
Oh, yeah. Last week, Mr. Robert Kelly was found guilty of 9 counts of sex trafficking, racketeering, and all the other shit that he's been doing to grown men, little girls, and little boys since the 1990s. And now he's facing 10 years to life in prison. And his sentencing is not until May of next year.
Deshaun Watson is no better than him. But my question is, what in the world did we just watch?
The Texans get embarrassed in Buffalo, New York.
And the offense just abandoned the rookie without the presence of Tyrod Taylor and Deshaun Watson. And David Mills has one more shot. Just one more shot against the Patriots this coming Sunday. Either I'm going to the game or not.
Yep.
He's got one more shot before Tyrod Taylor returns and get this Texas season back on track before we can end up facing the number 1 pick of next year's draft.
Yep, so Texans, y'all better get your shit together and get yourselves ready for this Sunday as y'all head back home to go against Tom Brady's former team, the New England Patriots.
Who just beat them last night. Tom Brady beat the Patriots last night.
Wow.
At Foxborough. A sweet homecoming. But now he's a Buccaneer and he's got his Super Bowl champ.
Yep.
Now the question is, can the Texans recover quickly before Tyrod Taylor returns? Because we definitely Tyrod Taylor. He's been doing good, but unfortunately he got hurt, and the Texans turned to the rookie Davis Mills. Now that Deshaun Watson still doesn't want to play, but still wants to be traded.
Yep.
Still have to wait. Still gonna take time to get Watson's nonsense all right, but that game yesterday was humiliating.
Yeah.
And I got breaking news for all NBA fans. In case you haven't noticed, last night's game, in case you may have noticed, the preseason is back. Last night's preseason was the Nets and the Lakers.
Yep, I just got done talking about that the NBA is back, and the Rockets, Heat, and Lakers preseason games are between yesterday and October 15th, and their regular season starts between the 19th and the 21st of October.
But tune in tomorrow. The Rockets will play their first preseason game with the new shooter Jalen Green, along with Christian Wood, who's still recovering from last season's ankle, which led to us winning 17 games and missed the playoffs by trading away our favorite beer, James Harden.
Yep.
Despite we're on a 20-game miserable losing streak. Oh my God.
So make sure y'all tune in tomorrow for the Rockets preseason game. But until then, I'm going to wrap this up. My thoughts about yesterday's embarrassing game between the Texans and the Bills, and the last 3 games of the regular baseball season between the Athletics and the Astros. Mikey's link to his YouTube page will be in the description box below as always. So if you're new here, hit subscribe and hit that notification bell for my next Astro and Texans rant. Give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Leave your comment down below. I'll be back later tonight to reminisce 22 years of Triple H breaking JR's arm from the October 4th, 1999, Mikey's Mama's birthday edition of Raw is War. Don't follow your dreams, chase them. Peace. Go Houston Astros,
Go Astros.
and go Houston Texans.
Go Texans.